Yo, how's it going, guys? Littlemanstocks here, and in today's video, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Destiny 2 and the new expansion that they just released. So, first of all, I just wanted to say really quickly that I apologize. I haven't been following my upload schedule, and I know that's bad, but I had some things sneak up on me this week that I wasn't really expecting. And then also I realized that I can't commit to a 12 o'clock upload time on Wednesday because I'll be at school. So just expect that upload later in the day, and everything will be hunky-dory. Alright, my thoughts on Warmind. I have had to redo this video multiple times, so I am going to keep this rambling to a minimal in order to keep myself from repeating this video even more. Alright, so, the campaign. It was fun, alright? I will grant them that. It was fun, and it was fairly enjoyable. But at the same time, it was extremely short. It was like a 3 or 4 hour story, which is not good. But also, I do understand that this expansion was made to create endgame content and work on that whole field of the game. And I think that's a good choice. But I definitely would like to see more done with the campaign in the future. I was a little bit disappointed because the Hive are probably my favorite ever alien species out of anything. And so I wish they could have done more with them, just with their lore, because they're so freaking cool. Check them out sometime if you have time to do that. And if you're interested, it's just amazing. But yeah, I just wish they would have had more done with the Hive, especially because they brought in a freaking worm god, which is so cool. But yeah, anyways, I just think that while they could have done more with the campaign, I understand that they were focused on more crucial things like endgame, and so I totally understand, and that's why it was, understandable for me. Go figure. Alright. So I also just kind of want to go specifically into both PvE and PvP endgame, more in depth to that. But first I'll just start off with the main, just general topic of endgame. So, endgame. The grind that they've added to the endgame is good. They've added some new exotic quests, and they've made the exotic quests a lot harder, which is good. It's very, very good. Now, I also like the fact that they've added masterworks to exotics, and those masterworks in of themselves are even more grind to work towards. I just think that was a great idea on their part, so really good job by them to make the exotics kind of have more grind to them besides just, whether it be a quest exotic or a drop exotic, you still have something after getting it to work towards. So I really like that fact. And then you also have things like escalation protocol to grind for those weapons and, all the Ikalos weapons. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, I can't say it. The Ikalos weapons, which are basically like other Rasputin weapons besides the ones from the public event. Those are pretty cool. I'm really loving the hand cannon. The hand cannon is It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. It has multiple perks. I'll go over it another time. But anyways, specifics now. PvE endgame. So, as I stated, they have, the grinds for escalation protocol. If you don't know what that is, it's a new thing that they added into the game. It's kind of like a super hard public event. And when I mean super hard, I mean I haven't even gotten close to completing it. I don't think I've gotten past the first stage of it yet. That's how hard it is. And I've tried it multiple times. So basically, the only way you're realistically going to complete escalation protocol is if you're highlight and you have a pretty freaking full fire team. Because otherwise, it's going to be redonkulous. Like, just super crazy hard. And so, I really like the grind of escalation protocol. Now, some other things they need to work on still for grind and endgame in the PvE arena are things like strikes and raids. They've told us, they've responded to our feedback that they are working on addressing this stuff, especially things like strikes and kind of the reward system and just how it's all worked and balanced out, just to make it a more rewarding and just better system. Because right now it's not good. It's just not. So they did say that they're going to be working on some more of that endgame stuff for the PvE. Some things that come to mind when I say that they can work more on it are, things like the fact that they only had 3 new strikes and 2 of those were recycled missions. Now, it's not bad to have recycled missions as strikes, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, if you're going to have 2 of 3, only 3 strikes, recycled missions, that's bad, alright? And then to add on to that, the fact that they've only made 1 of the strikes non-recycled and that it's a PlayStation exclusive, that's bad. That's really bad. So they definitely need to work on strikes. But besides how horrible I'm making it sound, it really is a lot better, and I'm really happy with what they've done. It's a great step in the right direction. Now, PvP grind. Alright, you might have heard of Redrix's Claymore. If you haven't, it's a new pulse rifle you get for getting to a certain level in PvP competitive, the Crucible competitive playlist. They have a new system now where it's ranked. It's really cool, but at the same time, all these, known YouTubers and streamers who are, the PvP gods and stuff, they already have Redrix's Claymore. They have it already. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think that's good. Even if, you're thinking, oh, well, they do that for a living. They grind hard like that. Well, yeah, but, the fact that they got it in, just under 2 weeks or sooner, that just, I don't think that's enough grind. Now, for a normal, casual blueberry, like myself, I think it's a fair amount of grind, but I still think they should add more. And that way, if a blueberry like me can't get the reward and grind for it without, a fire team or something, that encourages teaming up with, friends or just, joining a clan to work on that. So it's not all that bad to even more increase that grind, but I do understand at the same time you don't want to overdo it, because you want to make sure casual players can get some of that, that sweet loot that you have to grind for. And so I do get that you can't overdo it. But, at the same time, I still think they need more. Another thing is, if you have more, like I'm saying, people like the streamers and stuff, they don't finish it fast. Or just, anybody. They don't finish it as fast. And that way, there's even more to, it just keeps going. You still have more to work towards. And I think that's really good. You want to have more to work towards. And you don't just want to complete all this, grind stuff, or quote-unquote grind stuff in the first, few weeks. So, I think that's kind of my summary on the end game. I definitely do like what they've done with the rankings and the Crucible and all that. I haven't gotten to play a ton of Crucible yet. I've been doing a lot of PvE and stuff, trying to work all those exotic quests and whatnot. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm sorry if this video sounded very negative. It probably did. I don't want it to sound like that, but at the same time, I just want you to know that this game still has a lot of work left. And so, yeah, those are kind of my general thoughts. I have some pretty super cool stuff to talk about still. Specifically, the fact that we ran out of medals on the first day, my first and only Crucible match. So that was pretty cool. But anyways, I'm sorry, I'm ranting, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.